Hello everyone, this is David sir. Today we are going to study and understand the poem from our textbook of Standard 9, Beehive, Chapter 8, On Killing a Tree, by G.V. Patel. He was born in Mumbai in 1914. This poem is written by an Indian poet named G.V. Patel. He is a poet, playwright, painter, as well as a practicing physician. He belongs to a group of writers who have subscribed themselves to the green movement, which is involved in an effort to protect the environment. This poem speaks of deep concerns for nature and expose human cruelty to it. Now, I invite to experience that shock which G. Patel wants to give us from reading his poem On Killing a Tree. On Killing a Tree by G.V. Patel. It takes much time to kill a tree, not the simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, observing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heave, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature bulbs, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely. Out from the earth cave and the strength of the tree exposed. The source, white and wet, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. This poem is written by G.V. Patel. In this poem, the poet describes indirectly to save the tree, to protect the tree. Tree is just like a human being. It has feelings as a human feels. So in this poem, the poet brings out the clear picture of man's cruelty or sin towards trees. The poet states that the trees are living things and we should not cut them. Destroying a tree is like killing human beings. A tree does not die by just chopping and cutting. It grows again from where it has been cut. It only dies when it is uprooted from the ground. In the entire poem, the poet has mentioned the ideas on how to kill a tree to make humans feel that they are doing a heinous crime. The poem showed the destructive nature of human towards nature. The poet indirectly asking to save the tree. So if we look at the past of the poet, if we look at the writing of the poet, his writing of the poem itself speaks about that how much concern towards the nature the poet has. Being a physician, being a practicing physician, he recognized, he felt that a plant should be loved, a plant should be protected, a plant should be saved. So in this poem, the poet indirectly, in a very negative way, he would like to draw the attention, the very positive attention of the reader, the benefit of the tree, the usefulness of the tree, why the tree is necessary for us. The whole poem is enrolled of a human connection towards the nature. As we are developing now and then, we are just trying to destroy our nature. The poet very nicely, very interestingly describes about to protect the tree through his poem on killing a tree. And he says, he mentions that killing a tree is not a very easy matter. Only chopping and cutting, it never matters that a tree is turned into death. The tree is dying. The poet also wants to draw the attention of human beings that as we have a feeling, trees, plants, they also feel. For example, touch me not plant. If you touch that plant, the whole leaves will put itself downwards. It dies by the touch of human beings. That is a great example that can show that the trees have a feeling. That plants brings the sense that it has a feeling, it has life. Being physician, the poet, he also wants to display, he also wants to present, he also wants to convey the same message. What we should do, what the steps can be taken to protect the trees. So he says that chopping, pulling out, root out of the trees, it loses its wetness, it loses its moisture. The root loses its moisture, the roots turns into brown, and then it dies. So in a nutshell, we can say that the poet wants to bring the idea of protecting the trees. He also mentions, the poet presents another view that once we start an assignment, we must bring it to the end. A half-finished job is no job done. So what concern that we can bring out for the trees? Only thinking to protect the trees is not a step to protect the trees. He also says that this will make one responsible and sensible for one's assignment. We have to be very much sensible. We have to become a very responsible. What our duty is for the nature and what the nature for us. We are interlinked. This poem, it makes us to go beyond of the poet wants to take us beyond. He wants to make us to feel as the plant feels. As we cut our finger, the blood begins to bleed. Bleeding takes place. If you chop any tree, the liquid will come out from the bark of the tree. That is the blood of the tree. The poet has mixed that sense. As we feel hurt, as we feel sad, disappointed, a tree also has the same feeling. The poet really describes about that what a very sincere step can be taken place. What the responsibilities we should have to protect a tree. So in this poem and through this poem, the poet G.V. Patel brings out the idea to save the plant, to save the tree. Now, I request to everyone, please do write down the summary after watching this video and watching and listening this video. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks a lot.